Hi, I'm Katie Fehrenbacher, and I'm doing my professional interview on Herman Zuber, who is the HR director at the bank I work at, which is First National Bank out of Olney, Illinois. As far as an educational background, he does have his bachelor's, which he obtained from Eastern Illinois University right out of high school. And there he did major actually in HR and minored in marketing. And since then, just as a continuing education, he did receive a certificate in banking from the Graduate School of Banking at the University of Wisconsin. And so, how he got into his current role at the bank, actually, he started at the bank just right when he graduated high school as a teller, and then has worked his way up the organization over the years throughout his tenure. So currently, he does serve also as the Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. So, how he got into the HR portion is our bank kind of realized that we were lacking in the HR area. And so they asked him to step into the HR director role in addition to the other duties he was doing. As far as a overview of things that he may do in a work week, he is responsible for new employee interviews or background checks. He also oversees the HR policies, so whether that be reviewing them, creating them, amending them, and then just making sure that they are in compliance with state and federal regulations. Another area that he helps with is training. So, say the bank launches a new product or software, he would coordinate with the branches or managers to get that training accomplished. And then, just as needed, would be like employee counseling or discipline. And then he said one huge part of his days or week would be coordinating between upper management, the employees, and the managers. So, kind of keeping that line of communication open. And from talking to him, I kind of got the sense that there's no typical day in HR. So it seems like, every day for him might be different. So while he has those duties that he may do in a week, they could definitely vary from day to day or task to task. And so he feels one of his most important roles at our organization is being that liaison between senior management and staff, which I thought was an interesting choice of words. So his goal and hope is that he is someone who both trust, from the staff and managers' standpoints, that he can serve as that kind of connecting piece for them when any issues or needs arise. And so one area that we did talk about that is a little bit challenging for him right now is just staying in tune with the competition in terms of salary and benefits. So he did talk about how it can be difficult sometimes to retain employees, and part of his job, is to figure out how to do that and then also attract new quality hires as well. Another challenge that he talked about is just kind of a shortage of applicants in general. So, for instance, he may post a job and then only get a handful of applicants and not necessarily quality. So he said that's been something that's really been different in the last few years. So one of the, big takeaways or things that I really liked that he said was that it's HR's responsibility to lead by example. So whether that's mentoring, being an educator or a coach or policy enforcer, it's his job to be that person for them. So definitely wears a lot of different hats. And then his advice to anyone who is looking to go into HR, he did say, yes, it's challenging, but also very satisfying and rewarding, having that opportunity to enhance the employee's work life and also just better the organization as a whole. So his main advice was just focus on the value that HR can provide and kind of be that connecting piece for everyone from, the staff to the managers to the management, and just really focus on retaining and recruiting good quality talent. Thanks.